Hello YouTube, welcome back to the first episode of my tips and tricks, and one of the biggest questions I get asked is curves. Curves, circles, domes, that sort of thing. So let's have a look at the reasons why we get asked for curves, and it's usually because of roads. I don't know why. I don't know. That's silly. Proper road, but never mind. Okay. So obviously you want your road to curve. So let's have a look at coming out a little bit here. Your road's going to go this way. It's 3 concrete blocks thick. So let's run across. We've got 2 there because 12 is going to be our maximum. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run 10 out from there and come this way. And on the 10th block, you're going to put a block underneath. So let's get rid of that and get rid of the one on top. So we have this sort of shape. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run this road to here, and then we want it to start curving round. So what we're going to do is you're going to place your hologram on top, hold control, and then you can turn it at 5-degree increments at a time. So we're going to turn it just 5 degree, and we're going to send it out 10. Then we're going to delete the first one, and then put another one down 5 increments off again. And we're going to keep repeating that process, just 5 increments at a time. So I'm going to keep doing that, and I'll come back when I've done it. Okay, we've now got that done. And as you can see, you've got like a quarter circle here. So now what we do is at the end of each one of these, we're going to run it out 2. And keep running them out like that. And as you can see, the edges here are very clean, nice and smooth at the end. So we're going to keep going all the way around. And now that we've got to the end, we're going to take our delete, and we're going to run that line all the way back. Not cancel that, because it's 3 thick. Nearly took half the road out. So you're 1, 2, 3 thick, and then we're going that way. And take that off. Like, won't always delete fully like it just did then, as you'll see in a minute. Sometimes it'll leave some. Like that. So we get rid of those. And we now have our 90-degree turn. Nice smooth curve. And you can use these in the same way you normally would. Oh, until it turns like that. There we go. And there you have your curved road. I missed one there, never mind. So that's one way of curving your rods. You can also, let's just take this out one. Oh, we'll go out 2 just for. So you can also use, in architecture, you have the crosswalks, not the catwalks. You can put one there, right on the corner, and then the one next to it, again, hold control and turn it a degree like that. Usually turn it inwards. So if you want it to go right, you would start this end here and then turn it that way, which we'll do actually, and then let's get rid of that. So as you can see, I've turned it 5 degrees and it now faces that way. You can get this and then line it up there and run it 3 in. And you can keep doing that. So another 5, 2, change 5 degrees, 2, change 5 degrees, 2, and then run these in. And this will give you a much tighter turn. Let's as you can see, and then all you do is you get rid of these afterwards because we don't need that anymore. And it's a bit squared off, not squared off, but it's not as smooth as this way. This way has a very, very smooth edge to it, as long as it's 12 blocks out or 11 blocks out, because even 12 you get these little cracks here. This one is a bit more of a tighter turn and not as clean on the outside edge. So that's another way you can do it, and then you don't have to keep going that way. You could then get your catwalk and do the same thing again, going the opposite way. Like that. And then start running these inwards. Like so. And then you got like a turn that way, turn that way. Again, just delete these when you finish with them. So that's how you can curve your roads into. Sometimes when you're lining a road up, it's not quite lined with a building and you might have to swerve it out a little bit. That's how you do that. There are many other things you can do, like circles. Let me show you a circle. So first of all, let's change it to vertical and come up here. And now let's change it back to zoop. And we can go 10 out, which on this one will be now 9. So it's 9 and 9. Delete that middle one, and that's the one we're going to work with for the circle. So like we did with the road, place it down in the middle, turn it by 5 degrees, run it that way, and run it that way. And then delete it in the middle, do another one 5 degrees off, run it that way, and run it that way. And keep going until you've filled it out. So I'm going to keep doing that and I'll be right back. And once you've built the last one, you should have a nice, perfect circle. And if you delete the center one, you'll have another tiny little circle. So that's how you make circles. So obviously from there, you can cut pieces out. You know, you can, or say, I don't want this bit, maybe even that bit, I want to cut that out, and then do the same like over here, as precise as you like. You can cut pieces out that way, or some people might want to, like do rings, put just one ring out. If you just keep going around it, you will get them all eventually. And then you could go again. So yeah, then you can make your shapes out of it however you want. And that's circles. Now if you wanted to do an oval, it's kind of the same process. It's just with one difference. So if you want an oval, you could go 3 long like that. Let's just get rid of these so it's not confusing. And that could be your center. So you could run 10 that way, 10 that way, 10 that way. Use this block as your center and cover from there all the way around to there, which will give you half a circle. Then do the same here. Run that out 10. Run that out 10. That out 10. And do your other half circle there, and then just connect your circles with the straights, and that's how you'd make a an oval shape. Doing that same process here on 2 separate halves. So that's how I get my curves and my circles. There isn't any much more to it than that, really. You can manipulate how you do it. Like, from circle is 1 point running out, oval is 2 points running out. You could do a set of 6 points and run them all out and connect them together and get some really unusual shapes. You could put a block right there, use that as your center, and merge the 2 circles together to get like an 8, or a bit further out, or whatever. There's plenty you can do. You can make some crazy shapes. So that's really it for curves. You don't really need to know much more than that. There are other ways of doing curves, some complicated ways, some simple ways, but I find these 3 ways that I've just shown you pretty much cover everything that you'll need to build. So thanks again for watching. That was tips and tricks video on curves, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye.